to Dan's Drum Clinics with Dan Schinder as your lovely host. Many styles, all levels, get results. Today's clinic is Triplets for any size drum kit.
Hi, I'm Dan Schinder. Thanks for joining me here on Dan's Drum Clinics. And coincidentally, I'm Dan. And I'm here at Phoenix Drum Company playing on their trademark Pearlescence kit. I love this kit. It not only looks amazing, but it sounds amazing because of the patented construction that Philip Gelb and his staff have built in to the construction of the drums. The drums are ported. They got these nice, I call them lugless drums, because to me, there's no big hardware on the drum. The shell is not encumbered with a lot of equipment, and the shell can be the shell and breathe out its sound. It's just an amazing sound. But today's little lesson is going to be on triplets, and I call them the John Bonham triplets, because to me, he's the one that really personified the triplets, and they're really simple. I mean, that's all it is. Some guys start out with their left hand. I start out with my right. So just to break down the anatomy slowly, I'm going to go floor tom, rack tom, bass drum. I'm going to mix in the snare, and that's all it is. So let's just go through it really slowly. Watch. You could do this if you're watching at your computer or something, your phone, your iPad. If you're not sitting at your set, you can, hopefully not while you're driving, but you can do this with your hands on your thighs and your foot. Just follow me. That's all it is. Let's go. That's really all it is. And there's so much you can do with this. You can work this into solos. You could do it as some mishmosh at the end of a song, especially if you're playing live and you want to add that little drum kick at the end, that little rumble, get the crowd going at the end of the song. You could do it as an intro to songs. I love doing it, not just for fills, but little transitions that aren't even really fills, but just from one beat to the next. I'll give you another demonstration. And I like putting a little crack with the snare and the pang, or a snare and another cymbal at the end of them. Just gives them kind of like another little accent. But here's a couple exercises you can do with the triplets. This will not only help you develop the coordination of the triplets, but this is also great for dynamics and timing. I call this exercise the swell exercise. Not just because it's swell. Well, it is pretty swell, but because you're going to swell in both your tempo and your dynamics, okay? So just kind of watch what I do and you'll see. Because some guys think that playing fast means playing loud, or that playing loud means playing fast. And I'm going to do some of that, but I'm going to do some of the opposite. I'm going to play fast, but really quietly. And I'm going to play slow, but really loudly. So check me out here. This is a real good exercise to get the hang of the coordination of the triplets if you're not used to doing them. My right hand is really, well, both hands are really just bouncing really easy. I'm not putting a lot of rigidness, and that's the thing. I've seen so many drummers play, and they play so stiff and so rigid. Just loosen up. If you need to totally change the setup of your kit, and this is a kit that I don't play on that much. I'm in Arizona. I'm not at home. I'm not in my studio. This is not my regular kit, but it doesn't take much for me to just loosen up in my head, to loosen up my body, and just get some feel. Play with feel. Don't play just so stiff and because that's when it sounds like you're playing like that when you do. So just loosen up. Watch my hands just simply bounce. That's all I'm doing. Then mix in the snare and the other drums. If you play a small kit, a 4-piece, a 5-piece, that's fine. If you play a 15-piece, it doesn't matter. These triplets work for anything. And that's really all there is to it. On another clinic, I'm going to explain this. Those are quintuplets and sextuplets mixed in. It's very similar. That's why I bring it up now. So get the triplets down, watch for clinics on some more expansions of that whole rudiment, and you'll work it into your playing no matter what style of music you play. I believe this is something you can work into your playing. Thanks very much for joining me here on Dan's Drum Clinics.